Alright, so now we are back here in TradingView. I'm currently looking at a British pound US dollar 1 hour chart. But you don't really have to worry about the chart because the settings we're gonna look at you can use on pretty much all time frames. So you can use it on 5-minute candles, you can use it on 1 hour or even daily candles. But okay, so the very first thing we want to do here is that we want to navigate up here to the indicators tab in TradingView. And we of course want to open up our MACD. So we simply search for MACD and we go here and open up the standard moving average convergence divergence. Now to change the settings of the MACD, we want to go down here to the bottom left corner and we want to press on the settings tab right here. And then you want to make sure that we are on the inputs tab here. And this right here is the standard settings for the MACD. Remember, we have been talking about that the fast moving average is 12, the slow moving average is 26, and down here you can see it says oscillator type, and this basically means that the indicator is using an EMA, or in other words, an exponential moving average for the calculations. And these are the settings we have been using throughout the whole course so far, but we can of course change these settings. And the first setting we're going to look at here, as I said, is Linda Raschke's settings. And what we want to do here is that we actually want to change the fast length all the way down to 3, and at the same time we want to change the slow length all the way down to 10. What this basically means is that the indicator will use, to calculate the MACD line, we will use a fast length of 3 and a slow length of 10. So this is a sort of much shorter moving averages, so we will get faster signals. However, what we also want to do here is when it comes to the moving average type, we actually want to change this one to a simple moving average. So you want to change the oscillator type to a simple moving average, and you also want to change the signal line. So remember, the signal line is the sort of moving average of the MACD line itself, and this one we also want to change to a simple moving average. And now we are almost done here, but we want to change one more setting, and that is the signal smoothing. So the signal smoothing is just basically the length of the moving average of the signal line. And we want to change this one to 16. So this right here is the exact settings you want. If you want to, you can screenshot this image to go back to later if you decide to use this setting. And what I also like to do here, especially when I'm doing educational videos, is to make the MACD line a bit thicker so you can see it more clearly. Also make the signal line here a bit thicker as well. But so now we have all the settings we need and we are ready to go down here and press OK. So now on the bottom of the chart we have this special type of MACD, but in order to see how this MACD is different, it can be very hard if you only look at this MACD. So let's actually open up another MACD indicator with the standard settings. So we open up a normal MACD. Now the normal MACD is here on the bottom, and to make it a bit more clear we can change the thickness of the lines here. So we change the signal line and the normal MACD line, and we press OK. So here, the first thing you can notice, I hope you can see, is that the MACD indicators clearly look different. They are not exactly the same. They look pretty similar, and that is because the how it's calculated is pretty similar, but we use slightly different parameters here. And one of the main difference between our new settings and the standard settings is that the new settings will react faster to price movements. So to see this, for example, focus on this price movement right here. You can see if we go down to the Linda Raschke settings, you can see that the MACD indicator actually printed a low from this price movement, while if we take a look at the standard settings, you can see that we did not see a low from the standard settings. And that is because the new MACD will react faster to price movements compared to the normal MACD. And you can also see this if you focus on this specific candle right here. You can see if we go down here to our new settings, we can see that at this point, the MACD has clearly already turned green. But if we go down here to the standard settings, you can see that at this point, the MACD indicator is still in the red. So our new settings is able to catch this move earlier compared to the normal MACD. And because of this, we will be able to identify signals faster. So for example, if you focus at the MACD line from this point to this point, you can see that we clearly have a divergence, right? Because the price is printing lower lows while the MACD is printing higher lows. And as you know from earlier in this video, this is a bullish divergence and indicates a reversal to the upside. But if you look down here to the normal MACD, you can see that we still see a divergence, right? But the divergence actually appears later compared to the new settings. So now you may of course wonder, is our new settings always better compared to the normal MACD settings? Well, it actually depends. Because while the new MACD indicator gives faster signals, it can also many times give more false signals. So when you're trading using the new MACD, it's always very important to use other technical variables to support your trade. But as you guys know, when you trade using indicators, it's always important to use other technical variables such as price action and market structure to improve your trades. And especially when you use this new type of MACD that might provide more false signals, it's even more important to use confirmation to take good trades. Another signal you can notice here is that from this point to this point, you can see that the new MACD clearly prints a higher high while we are seeing lower highs on the price. And remember that this is a hidden bearish divergence indicating continuation to the downside. But if you look down here to the normal MACD, you can see that we did not even see this hidden divergence on the normal MACD. To learn more about MACD settings and dive even deeper into the MACD indicator, make sure to click or tap on the screen right here to watch my full MACD indicator course. I hope to see you all over there, but for now, take care. Ciao, ciao.